I'm Jennifer Moore. I'm the Regional Economic Development Officer with the North Peace Economic Development Commission. We have a mandate to provide economic development services on a regional level to the North Peace, which is a region that spans from the Peace River in the south to the 58th parallel in the north, the Alberta border to the east side of the Rockies. It's a region that's about 90,000 square kilometers. Our key strategic action pillars are transportation, workforce recruitment and retention, investment attraction, social infrastructure, and development. Our region, I don't know if anyone's talked about this, but the local employment office used to have a job board, and now they have a job wall. It's spilled out over the edges of the board they had up there, and there's new jobs coming in every day. It's at an alarming rate. So a good portion of those are being driven by the energy sector, the skilled trades associated with that, and the professional jobs associated with that, but it also spills out into the other parts of our community. With the increase in jobs and the increase in activity, it means that the service and supply sector and the induced jobs the induced jobs that come along from that are also in a shortage. There's a global trend in that the baby boomers are retiring. There are more of them retiring and leaving the workforce than there are people coming into the workforce. So the competition for skilled labor, actually the competition for labor period, is increasingly competitive. So when you're in a region like the North Peace where we have communities, we have jobs that are incredibly high paying. Our region, the average household income here is $110,000, which is considerably higher than the provincial average. Our average age is less than 30, which is again considerably lower than the provincial average. So we have a younger population that's earning more money, but we still don't have enough people. We still don't have enough skills. We have spaces in our education system that are going unfilled. We have students that come out of high school that are going straight into industry because the money's too good for them to not go straight into industry. When the economy's in a downturn, it's easier to get kids or anyone to go to college and upgrade their skills. But when the economy is moving along at a fairly fast pace, you consider the opportunity cost of foregoing that great paying job for low skills, and you end up with a paycheck instead of a student loan debt. When we talk about the employment opportunities and the labor shortage that we have here in the North Peace, and certainly all of Northeast BC, we have openings, and we're aware that not only Canadians but new Canadians have the skill sets to fill this. There's misconceptions about the process to hire someone that isn't Canadian, and many of these organizations are small organizations that feel that they just don't have the capacity within their organization to deal with this. But there are folks within the country that the new Canadians or new Canadians who can fill this skill shortage. The new Canadians bring some cultural shift and cultural diversity to smaller organizations that only enriches them. It adds a depth and perhaps new perspective to problems and obstacles that smaller organizations encounter as they move through their growth and expansion phases. At the end of the day, they're not going to be able to grow and expand unless they have the labor force to do so. And working strictly within and doing things as we've always done them, hiring only locals or only Canadians, is not going to work anymore. We have to expand our boundaries. Change is one of the most difficult things that human beings do, and we resist it because it's hard work. It's hard doing things differently than we have historically done them, because you're forging a new path, and sometimes you feel like you're the first guy on the path, and that's hard work, being the guy that's running the machete to cut through all of the foliage. But there are many organizations that are out there to support small and medium-sized enterprises in filling these gaps with new Canadians. we have folks that have the skill sets. We have to consider doing things differently. We have to change how we do things.